What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, William JoeCool Wilkes, checking in one more time. Today, I'm here on a little bit of a different note. Normally, I'm talking about getting getting in the club Saturday before this time, making sure you come out and join us, this, that, and the other. But we're not on that today. We're on a little bit something different. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart. It's about getting fly or getting fresh or getting Dougie or and it's for this one's directed to the dudes, ladies. There's a couple hints and tidbits in here for you, but I just gotta address something for my dudes real quick because I don't really think we get a lot of help when it comes to this. So I figured this is something that I could address. I pride myself on being, fly, fresh, whatever the case may be. And then some people may even find me or categorize me in the same manner, but even if you don't, maybe take a peek at what I got coming up next. Let's check this out. Anyway, first and foremost, when it comes to fashion, ladies and gentlemen, like I take it so serious because I feel like it's your opportunity to have an outward expression to convey a major part of your personality to the masses without ever having to open your mouth to them. You can convey a message through your wardrobe, through your clothing, that it just is what it is. It just is going to allow you to personify and bring to life your personality directly through your wardrobe, and that's something that I definitely want everybody to take advantage of the opportunity to on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and talk about the very first thing. First thing that you're going to need in order to be fly is that it's going to sound funny, but you need to be comfortable. Why do you need to be comfortable in order to be fly? Very, very simple relationship. In order to be confident, which is a major part of being fly, how you carry yourself is just as important as what you have on when it comes to being fly. So in order to be confident, you first have to be comfortable in what you're wearing. I don't care what your best girlfriend said, your man standing next to you said, I don't care what it looked like on a mannequin, what it looked like on a hanger, on a rack, in a magazine. If you put it on and you're not comfortable in it, when you go out in it, you will not have that air of confidence, and you will not be able to convey that message of how fly you are, or not be able to convey it as well how fly you are. Some outfits do speak for themselves, but for the most part, you may not be able to convey how fly you are because you're not comfortable and you don't believe you're as fly as you may be or you're intending to be. So you can't convey or convince anybody else to believe that if you don't believe it yourself. So it starts within. You definitely got to make sure you got that confidence. So when you're picking your clothes, you got to make sure it's something that you're comfortable in, not something that you're only wearing because you know that somebody else might have looked nice in it or they think you may look nice in it. You got to find that happy medium of things that you know people will think you look nice in, but at the same time, it's got to make you feel nice, and that way you'll be able to convey your message of fly with a confidence that is it's incomparable. You won't be able to match that confidence with a sincere belief in how fly you are. So you got to be comfortable. So let's get comfortable, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that whatever we do when we leave out the house, whenever we leave, we're comfortable in it, or we can get comfortable in it. Now, next thing that we're going to address is size. And size is a major issue, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen tons and tons and tons, thousands upon hundreds upon millions upon something, numbers of outfits, fly outfits that have gone completely wrong because of the size. I'll give you a hint, ladies and gentlemen. Clothes that fit never go out of style. Clothes that fit never go out of style. So I don't care if skinny's in this season and extra tight's in this season and extra baggy was in the season before that. What was always in style as an undertone are clothes that fit. And what's prevalent now and what's relevant are clothes that fit. Anything else outside of clothes that fit is a phase, is a trend, and we're going to go into it, but then we're going to get right back out of it because we'll come to find that this is not really practical to walk around with clothes that don't fit. So with that being said, clothes that fit. So you got to make sure that you know your sizes. Find some measurements. Depending on what kind of clothes you are, you may want to even go get your measurements found out so that it's not as complicated. Find out what size jacket you wear. Find out what size pants you wear. Truly, sincerely, what size pants you wear in the waist. What your actual length is. I found out, like, I'm a little dude. And my waist is a 31. It's not a 30 or a 32. Most clothes come in 30, 32. My waist is a 31. That's what fits me. But that's what I needed to find out in order to get the fit that I needed in order to convey my fly, and it's going to be a standard fly. There's not going to be a trendy or too big. And here's how that works. If you get a staple piece or a piece in your wardrobe and you bought it with another piece, say the trend was too tight, or I mean tighter clothes or bigger clothes, that top that you bought to be tighter or bigger may have gone out of style. But at this point, if you bought the pants that fit, they may still fit 3 seasons from now, and they may still be a feasible piece to mix and match with another outfit, so that you can make sure that you are still fly and you're still getting the best use out of the money, your money that you're spending, because you're buying quality products and you're sticking to a standard of clothes that fit, which will never go out of style. So that way, that allows you to increase your wardrobe, buy some quality pieces, invest more money in it, because you know you'll have it for a while. You know it'll never go out of style, and you'll be able to mix and match it with a lot of other pieces. Now, another outside of size, your clothes have to kind of take on your personality. That's the fun part about getting dressed every morning. You be able to personify your mood, your feelings, your expression, the type of person you are, who you are, how you are, through your clothes. Without ever having to open your mouth and speak to someone, you can send the best message ever. You can send the clearest message ever through your wardrobe. So, with that being said, if you notice, a lot of times you'll find these loud pieces, these more vibrant pieces, these more edgy pieces, and who you'll find in them that look the best in them are the more loud, vibrant, edgy people. Then you have that more conservative look, those more toned down colors, the more unoffensive colors, the more basic, straight out of the box. And you'll find people who are that basic, inside the box, straight and narrow type of people, and maybe they'll be more comfortable in those colors. As an even kill, won't be offensive to anybody, and they can swag that way. If you're loud, you're not really too concerned about whether or not you're offending people, because you're going to believe what you say or stand by with the things that you kind of outwardly personify. Then you can wear those more edgy, louder, colorful pieces, because you'll be able to stand by it confidently and say, this is what I felt like was fly, and this is what it is. If you're more of a natural, you feel comfortable on earth tones, and you want to work on those more natural colors, and that may be what's best for you. And some of us can actually, we have versatility where you can incorporate all of these things into your outfits or mix and match. But you got to make sure that it is definitely your outfit, your wardrobe personifies you, so that you can speak to people without having to even open your mouth, and you'll be able to convey all types of messages, and it works, Now, the next thing is going to be logos, ladies and gentlemen. Logos. Seems like in our urban society, culture, fly, we got caught up in a logo somewhere. Like somebody somewhere told us that if you don't have a logo on, it's not expensive, it's not quality, it's not fly, and that's absolutely positively probably the opposite of what's true. I don't have anything against logos. Like some logos are cool, some logos are just the accent piece that you need in order to make that outfit pop, to make it fly, to make it the icing on the cake. That logo can be that piece. But what I'm talking about is when the actual piece, whatever it is, becomes consumed by the logo. That's when it becomes OD. First and foremost, when you're looking at logos are just to let you know, it's just an advertisement. And if it's fly, it's fly. I have a saying, and sometimes I go, I'm so fly, I don't need a logo. And it's true. That's how, if you look at the runway shows and the models on the runway, most of the models on the runway aren't wearing monogram pieces. They're not wearing heavily logo-laden pieces. They're wearing the simpler pieces that have their own style through the colors that are put together, the materials that are used, the quality of the stitching. These are the things that are going to make those pieces worthy of the name of that designer, and not the logo that's branded on those pieces. What you'll find is a lot of times those pieces with the more logos on it, or the lower the quality is, because the actual workmanship, it wasn't necessary in order to grab the attention. The craftsmanship wasn't necessary to grab the attention because the logo did all that work. So now it's drowned out in the logo, and you're not paying as much attention to the craftsmanship, because what I'm advertising is logo. The logo is the fly, and not the actual outfit or the piece, the shirt, the pants, or however the case may be. It's the actual logo which is fly, and not the actual piece itself. So you want to make sure that you're not consumed with logos. If you take a look, or if you think about it, the monogram pieces, the ones with all the logos all over them, are most of the time the least expensive pieces in a lineup. So with that being said, that goes to show that probably isn't where most of the time was invested in that lineup. It's probably invested in those more subtle pieces that are just showing the quality and craftsmanship through the styling of the clothing and not just that logo. So don't get too caught up in logos, because when you really get stupid, silly, crazy, fly, it's when you don't have any logos on and people are just looking at you like, you killed it. Like, and that's fly. You know what I'm saying? That's really when you get to your fly. Now, the very next thing, this is a more of a psychological thing when it comes to being fly, but it all is based on your attributions to your fly. Now, you don't want to model your fly completely after something else. Now, everything has a root, like everything has a base idea, but you can transform a base idea into something completely different from the foundation. But I mean, everything starts somewhere, so there probably is nothing that's going to be completely original at this point when it comes to fashion. But the way you put your clothes together, the pieces that you choose, the pieces that you create, however you're going about working your fashion, are going to allow you to be classified in people's memories. Now, in order to be ultimately fly, ultimately fresh, ultimately stylish, you have to become a category. You can't be in a category. You have to become a category in people's memories. And once you become a category, then you've classified yourself as a standalone. And these are things that fall, and these are things that are associated with you. These are things that fall under you. If you see a guy in white tee, black tee, whatever the case may be, in some Nike boots, you may think, oh, that's a DC look. DC is a category now. So now every time you see white tee, Nike boots, black tee, Nike boots, and you see, okay, cool, this is part of the DC category. Oh, he must be a DC guy from around the DC area because he's got on white tee, Nike boots, black tee, Nike boots. Okay, cool. Foam posits. Okay, cool. Foam posits. DC thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, DC guys wear those foam posits and those t-shirts and the skinny jeans, so on and so forth. That's a category. DC guy. You don't want to fit into a category. You want to become your own category. So what that means is you want to have your outfit stand out to the point where people aren't saying, oh, that's a DC guy thing. They want to say, oh, that's a Will thing. And then they see somebody who's dressing similar to you, and they say, oh, he got one of those outfits like such and such, like Will, like JoeCoolEnt. He's got on one of those JoeCoolEnt like outfits. He got on one of those Mr. In Crowd type outfits. You want to become a category yourself, and you don't want to fit in under any other category, because that'll just go to show that you are a trendsetter. You are setting the standard for this certain style, and that's how you ultimately be fresh. Because if you're setting the standard, then nobody can tell you you're not fresh when you make the rules. So in order to ultimately be fresh, you have to be a trendsetter, and you can make the rules of being fresh and being fly, and you don't have to worry about following the rules of being fresh or being fly, so that way you'll never go wrong. At that point, once you get to that point, you are ultimately fly. You are not fresh, you are fresher. And that's the end all be all, ladies and gentlemen. Just a couple of tips, tidbits, hints, so on and so forth on how I maintain my fly and how I keep it together. You know, I went a little bit different today, ladies and gentlemen. I went with the shirt and tie, a little European skinny tie look. Let me see if we can get the kicks in there. There we go. You guys can't really see the kicks. Foot's in the air. But yeah, there we go. I went a little bit different today. Off my t-shirt and jean look, I went to a little bit more of a casual look. Neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm checking out me, William, JoeCool Wilkes, Mr. In Crowd himself. See you guys soon. Here on Facebook, YouTube, JoeCoolEnt.com. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm checking out. I'll see you soon.